early birds and night owls. My name is Nox, aka Mako, and welcome back to Planet Coaster Career Mode. I have no idea why our first star is not showing here, but we do already have 1 star on this scenario. So let's go ahead and continue on with this so that maybe we can work towards getting closer to our other stars. I say closer because to actually achieve another star, we're going to have to do some fireworks displays, and those I want to wait for closer to the end. So first thing I want to do once we're in here is actually lower some prices here, because some of these rides are, ooh, hello, beautiful lighting. But yeah, some of these prices are a little bit too expensive for me, so I'm going to lower them by $1 each, and maybe that's going to be better for our money situation. Let's see, even the cube, we can even lower that one. This one seems to be fairly priced. I like the way that the queue is. This one might be a little bit too low, especially since the queue is still already full. And this one might also be very, very low because right now that queue is absolutely full. So let's try that out for size and see how that goes. I do want to switch back to daytime. And did that queue just clear up? Is everybody like, I don't think so. Oh, maybe people just got on the ride. Maybe that's what just happened. I don't know. And let's see. So we're slowly making money, but not enough to get to... Why are these two different? Shouldn't these two be the same? Maybe it's going to take only the first 6 rides, and then this one is like the first 5 ride, and this one is the 6th ride. That's going to be a little bit of a trip. If that is the case, then we are probably going to have to switch out the rides that we have for ones that are maybe a little bit more profitable, because clearly, well, maybe the Iron Claw is slightly profitable right now, although right now it's considered a little bit too expensive, so let's go ahead and lower that price so we can continue getting more money from it. Although the queue is 100%. Why are they still complaining about that? I don't know. This one, not really earning much money, but it's, it's holding as many people as it can. This one, same situation here, but that's probably because it's too expensive. Although that queue is pretty full, so I'm sure that doesn't have too much to do with this. This one is earning a lot of money. The queue is full. It's perfect. Overpower, however, is just way too expensive overall. So I'm going to continue lowering that price so we can get a fuller queue. As for Zozo, it's always really expensive, but the queue is always full. However, it never really earns too much money. So that's probably why it's going to take a little bit longer to actually get this going for us. That means we might have to, build a coaster sooner than later. So I think we are researching a coaster, are we not? Yes, we are. This one, I have done my research, and this one's going to be the Spinning Wild Mouse. Now, that's really not the kind of coaster that I want, so we're going to have to spend a little bit more money trying to unlock something better. Maybe Dangling Delights? I'm going to try this one. I can't remember which one this is, but hopefully it's going to be something better because currently I don't exactly own a coaster that we can use. I mean, we have the X3 Nox, which I would love to use, but it's just very, very expensive, so that's not going to happen anytime soon. As for all the rest of the ones that I own here, well, I was going to use Dream Coaster, but then I realized that it will never make much money because we only ever have 1 car there, so that's not really good. And all the rest of the coasters that I have, except for, the Law, are really, really expensive. And the reason why I don't want to place the Law is because it was that boring coaster that just seemed like, nobody wanted to ride it. So why would I want to add that to this park? And the Forge just broke down. Wonderful! So that means that we're going to lose a little bit of money that's on 10-minute inspection, so that... Oh, not all of these are on 10-minute inspection. Let's make sure we change that around, though, to make sure that we don't lose any more profit just because the ride breaks down. That always sucks when that happens. Yeah, look at that. That just dropped down hardcore. That's never good. Oh, boy. So we have to do something to raise our park value as soon as it's possible. For, in my mind, I suppose that's going to be coasters. And we will maybe eventually build a Spinning Wild Mouse coaster, but for now I want to focus on something that's a little bit more exciting that can maybe hold a lot more people. Also, what I want to do is I want to start expanding out to the sides of this park, at least over here and all the way through over here. That's basically where I want to have the majority of the park. Reason being that, again, I don't want to touch upon any of this nice alien writing. And I don't want to exactly keep the park just in this area. So maybe eventually, excuse me? It's $1. All right, fine. 50 cents for you guys then, whiners. Jeez. Everybody's whining. All right, and I do want to move the ATMs. Big Daddy just suggested moving them into the middle of our battle zone, so I think that's a pretty good idea. Let's go ahead and put our first one right in there so people can feel like they're maybe part of the action. And let's see, we're going to move the second one somewhere over here, which means we're going to have to move this bin. That's okay with me. We'll move the bin right over there, and the other ATM is right here. So let's go ahead and move this guy all the way over here where the action is. Let's make sure that it's proper. There we go. Alright, so now we can actually enjoy the action and take out money at the same time. As for our money situation, though, it's rough. It's actually quite rough. And it looks like we have quite a bit of thieving going on here, which is not ideal. Hopefully our security guards, I think we're paying 2 of them, right? Oh, wait, what? We have a coaster. Yeah, we have the Manic Mouse, which is our spinning wild mouse. How many security? We have 1. And he's not exactly well trained. Alright, we're going to have to train him a little bit better, just so that maybe he can do a much better job. And he is attached to the entrance, so really, all of our thieves cannot leave the park without getting caught. At least that's my line of thinking here. If they leave somehow, then they are magicians. They are actually magicians. Okay, so right now we are earning very little money. I'm not okay with this ride, because it doesn't seem like it can hold that many people. I am definitely okay with this ride because it can make a lot of money in the long run. Same thing with this one here. How about this one? That definitely earns a lot of money as well. So these 3 are good, but we need to get other ones that earn like thousands of dollars per month. Maybe Overpower can do it, but right now it's not exactly doing it that well. So let's see. What do we have here that can potentially earn a ton of money? Maybe 360 Power, maybe Sundial. I wish I could click on these and just see just how many people it can hold, because that would be nice. It would be nice to see all the information before we actually place down rides, because I don't want to spend money just to check something like that. I know I could probably just hold on to it like this, like that one, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. This one holds a fair amount of people. That's not that bad. Let's see. Maybe we can look at this one. This one holds a lot of people, actually. So that one might not be that bad. For sure, for sure. And the last one I wanted to check was this one over here. That one holds 5, 10, probably like 25 people. I guess we can try these 2 and see if they'll help us out a little bit. But I do want a coaster in here. So let's see. How are we going in terms of our research? We're almost done. Good. And I believe we have a loan going that's actually sucking out some money from us. Let's see. Loan interest payments. $562. What? We're losing that much money per month just because of a loan. Oh, jeez, that's rough. I mean, we could easily pay this off if we don't spend any money, but is that really what we want to do? Hey! This is what I was looking for. All right. I was looking for the inverted 4-seater coaster because we actually have one of these that's relatively cheap and we can actually put down. Yes, it is called the Slipknot, and it is actually a really good ride. Oh, wow. Why do I have 2 versions of this? Why is the more exciting one actually cheaper? I'm not going to ask questions anymore. No. Oh, I remember. This one has a building attached to it, doesn't it? Yes, it does. I kind of like the building, though. That's rough, you guys. That's rough. We have to choose between a little bit more excitement and a little bit more fear, or just having a nice building there. Well, I suppose that will add to our queue scenery, so I really would prefer to go for that. And, well, screw you, loan. Screw you. Alright, so we have our brand new coaster here. Of course, we have to test it. And I believe we have 2 trains, so hopefully this is going to work out well for us. Let's go ahead and bump up the price to $20 already. Hopefully it tests fast, because I would like to get this guy open pretty soon. We, of course, put this on the hill because, well, we kind of had to. There was no other room for this that would not disturb anything. And we did put it towards the back. That way, we can actually use most of the space towards the sides here in the back. So we will actually have room for other things. And this one should have tested out. Oh, it's actually pretty exciting. I think it's more exciting than the stats said. Anyway, now we do have a coaster over here. And of course, we're going to need to bring people over to this area. So we're going to have to change some things up. And you see these lights over here. That is some electricity there. I'm not so sure if our guests can see it, but you can see right there we have something. So hopefully it's gonna, let's see, does it actually decorate the queue? Oh, it does. Cheap queue scenery. Oh yeah, that's what I like. Alright, so now we have to bring people to this area. So which are our most popular rides? I guess Zozo, but honestly, does Zozo fit with this? Oh, you know what we can do? We can change the color so it looks like it fits here a little bit better. So let's see, customize. We want to make sure that the track color is, where does white come in? Honestly, though, where does the white come in? I suppose we can make it red like this and red like that. Oh. Well, we could go for a different color. Maybe instead of red, we could go for purple because I love purple. There we go. And maybe we could leave the other colors just as is. How does that look? Let's close that out. Well, it looks weird, but I kind of like it, honestly. So can we change the color of this stuff here? Let's see. Edit this building and see if we can maybe change these colors. Oh boy, I'm going to change a lot of stuff here. I did not realize that I had this many signs. But on the bright side, we can change the color pretty easily, so that's not going to be a bother. We can even change the color of those 2. Nice. So let's see, we're going to go for this purple right there. And, ooh, the wording also has weird coloring. There we go. Blue, change into purple. Same thing over here. Change that into purple. And suddenly it works, okay? It works. There we go. So now we have something that kind of fits in with the cube. Even though they're not really the same color, but hey, you know what? That's okay. Let's see. So I'm going to bring in our most profitable rides over to this area. Ooh, we can change the cube to be purple too. I really don't mind if I do. Okay, so that's good. So, of course, I do want some more stuff over in this area just so we can attract more attention. Cube. Is this ride properly sized for this area? I mean, it looks like it could fit something super tiny there, like maybe a kickflip. We don't exactly have a kickflip. How about putting in, obviously, not that one. Not that one either. My gosh. Can we fit a ride here that's... This one seats quite a few people, actually. Now I'm looking at it. It does seat quite a lot of people. So this one might be okay. We're going to have to lift it up apparently a lot a bit. My gosh. Or can we not afford it? Is that what it is? We can't afford it. Aha! That's what is the problem right now. We do not really have much money for these kinds of rides. So we're going to have to either wait and collect some money or just, you know, let this coaster succeed in its own way, because clearly people do want to visit it. We almost have 5 prestige stars here because it has 100% QC rating. It is new, and apparently it's a pretty exciting coaster, so I suppose we can let it be. What I will do, however, is I will open up, let's see, shops and facilities. Do we have a big building with just sci-fi stores? It's maybe a little bit different than our sci-fi shopping area like this. Looks like we have sci-fi themed shops. How does this one work? Let's see. That one has a shop right there. It looks like it has 3 of them. Where the heck are the rest of the stores? Here? Ah! Aha! They're floating. That's different. That's... Oh, I guess it's just one more. That's definitely different. I'm not okay with this. And of course we have this tiny one here. I'm also not okay with that. Well, I guess our options here are kind of limited. I suppose we could go for another sci-fi shopping area just because it's going to bring us, well, plenty of opportunity, honestly, to add in enough stuff so we can attract more attention to this area, because that's really what we need. So let's go ahead and just do it right across from the ride. That way people can be like, hey, I guess I'm not only just going to enjoy a ride here, I'm also going to enjoy some food and drink. Of course, we have to lift this right up off the ground, because otherwise it's going to be sinking, and that's really not ideal. Can I put this like on a flatter ground? Ooh, maybe over here. Ooh. Can I put this on flatter ground? You guys, I don't know. Is this flatter ground? I really cannot tell. It looks like it might just... Oh, nope. Not at all. Ah, man, this is going to be a little bit rough here. We can... I think over here is probably going to be the flattest ground we have. All right, fine. Fair enough. We can just put it over here and raise it slightly just so it can fit with everything else that we have going on in this area. So let's see. Of course, I want to extend it out a little bit. That way we can have enough room for queues, because I don't want people just queuing up in the main path. That's usually not that great. So something like that, perhaps? Sure, let's accept that. But of course, now we have no money. We're just going to have to immediately delete these things. Do we want another House Fantastic? Maybe, but I'm not going to put that... Should I put it here? I feel like maybe just food and drink is probably the best thing to go for here. Alright, what kinds of food do we have available to us? Ooh, Monsieur Frites might be good, but people really love chief beef, so of course we have to go for Le Chief Beef. Naturally. And as for our drinks, we have to go for the Cosmic Cow milkshakes, because that's what people love the most. And I suppose I will leave the hats fantastic because people do enjoy their hats. However, we will change around exactly how much different kinds of hats we're selling there, because people don't want to buy all kinds of hats. Or I should say more like, I don't want people buying any kind of hat, because it's not okay. Not in this park. Maybe in a different park, but not here. Alright, so we're going to have to find the proper shop sign. So let's see, we have a Cosmic Cow milkshake. So of course we're going to have to put ourselves up Cosmic Cow. Let's see. Do we have a milkshake? What? I just saw ice cream ones. Is that it? Cosmic Cow neon sign. Hey, wait, I don't really like the neon one so much. Sure, we can go for this one. That's going to work out pretty well for us. So there we go. Cosmic. And we need Le Chief Beef. So let's go and find our Chief Beef sign. Let's see. It's going to be... That's a wall neon sign. This one? That is way too small. That is not it. Aha. This one. Perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. It's that sexy. Okay, so now we have to go over to Hats Fantastic and make sure that we only allow them to have the sci-fi helmet. And we're also going to lower the price so that way we can maybe sell a few more. Because, well, Usually we don't do so well with hat sales, but now look at all that we have going on here. Wait, let me make sure that we maybe add a restroom or something to this area somehow. Let's see, is there a room here? Not really. Well, we'll figure out how and where to add the restrooms later on, because that's really not the most important thing right now. The most important thing is making sure that we get people riding this coaster so we can earn a lot of money. Let's first, though, change some things around over here. Of course, we're losing money. We want to make sure that, okay, it's already going to, okay. Never mind, I don't have to change that. How about this? We have to full load only, just so we can make tons more money from that. And of course, you guys, you know how it is over here. We have to make sure that we have bins and benches all along the way here. And our favorite ride, cube, just broke down. That is not okay. Do we not have money to afford this or something? Oh, no, we do have money. Unfortunately, though, the ground is not particularly even, so we're going to have to try to find proper ways to put these bins around here. Maybe in the corner of the... Ooh. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Oh boy, this is going to get to be a pretty messy area unless I do that. Oh boy, I hate this. I hate these uneven paths and whatnot, but I mean, we had to go with this because this was the best location for this. Hey, look at that, a random bench right there. I am okay with that just because at least somebody's going to get to sit. And over the rest of this, well, I suppose, oh, that's actually superbly random. But I kind of like it, maybe for just a bin if we can fit one somewhere here, please. Oh, right there, a bin right there. Don't mind if I do. Let's see, can we fit a bin? Ooh, another bin right there. Ahaha. We are finding places, you guys. All right, so now all we have to do is maybe put some bins somewhere along the way over here, so that way we can throw away our food. Because, of course, we're going to have food garbage before we come over to this coaster. And there we go, one there, and ooh, scoot it over. There we go. All right, so... this is slowly starting to work. Of course, I do want to have some benches over here, and I cannot get one there. That's okay. We'll solve this, you guys. We'll solve all of our problems, find the proper places to put bins and benches and whatnot, and make sure that we have enough of our bins and benches to go around just so that we won't have a big mess on our hands. Because who wants big messes, okay? Who wants to deal with some massive messes here? Nobody does. So, of course, we're going to just, let's see, can we throw one over here? Oh, we can. Good, good. That definitely solves some of our problems. Alright, so I figured that since we're charging an arm and a leg for this ride, I bumped it up to $25. We'd put an ATM there, and it looks like it's actually doing pretty well, so people actually want to ride this coaster. Maybe we could charge a little bit more money. That way we can make a lot more profit. It hasn't actually ticked over to the next day yet, so I'm not exactly sure. Almost $6,000 on this one tiny ride, and that's not going to count unless we... Oh, never mind, it actually counted. I feel evil right now, even though I did nothing. But we're also getting very, very close to achieving this here of... Well, we need another $20,000 worth of park value. Of course, we have tons of money now that this coaster is in our park. Can we, pay off our loan soon? We're definitely getting to the point where we can do that. I think we'll have to collect the money first, pay this off, and then we'll use any extra profit, of course, for extra rides, moving things over here, because this coaster is doing ridiculously well. We can probably charge even more money for it. I don't know if people are going to ride it, though. I don't see a full queue just yet, but people are definitely over here, and they're like, oh yeah, let me on that ride right now. But if this drops to this month, then yeah, we're going to lower the price just so we can maybe get some more people coming over here and riding this thing. And we only need another $2,000 so we can pay this thing off. They don't have enough money, but look at this. There's a beautiful, beautiful ATM right there for you to actually withdraw more money so you can enjoy the only Slipknot in the world. Okay, you guys, just go ahead, take out the money, and enjoy this ride, because trust me, there is never going to be another ride quite like it. And wow, people think the Forge is too expensive. Excuse me, have you seen this coaster? This is too expensive. Is the queue for the Forge actually suffering? It is. Oh man, that is rough. All right, we're gonna go for $18 since we did actually add a new ride, and now I can understand why people are complaining, because they of course want to afford this rather than the Forge. So let's see, how are we doing? We need just a little bit more money so we can get done with this loan. And really, the point of getting rid of the loan is because we're gonna have to just do it for this, so that we can maybe achieve that one pretty soon after we get that one, right? So let's see, we are pretty good to go. Man, this coaster is a winner, you guys. I'm a little hesitant to build the Wild Mouse because I know it's never going to do that well. It's probably never going to earn that much money, so I might want to go for another type of coaster that does earn a ton of money. And honestly, I think the X3 Nox will probably do it, but of course we're going to need tons more money to get to that point. But now we got rid of one of our charges here that was very unnecessary, which was the $562 interest payment every month. So now we're going to make an extra $560 per month, and on top of, everything that we're earning from this. So we're definitely looking pretty good right now. The next thing that I want to do is definitely moving some rides over to this area and adding some new rides, because of course we need to bring Morton to some rides. That way they can get maybe a bigger ridership, especially the cube. I want the cube to succeed big time. So let's go ahead and move the cube, even though right now it's doing pretty well. The cube's actually very, very small. Well, we're going to close this down, and of course we're probably going to have to... Ooh, it's actually made money in its lifetime. Not bad. But yeah, I do want it to earn more money than what it has so far, so moving it up here maybe is going to help us out. So let's see. I want to actually sort this right out in a way that's going to allow us to make a proper cube, maybe this side, right? We're going to turn it to this side, and we have to raise it just a little bit. So the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to have a nice decorative... Well, wait a second. If we put the queue on this side, we'll get the decoration from that, and that's going to be actually really, really nice. So let's just put the queue right over here where people will actually be able to ride it and enjoy it, and we shall move. Let's see. Maybe I could flip it just like that. There we go. And let's see. We want to align the exit properly if we can. Can we dig it in further? No, just like this. So that's a little bit too far. That's actually not too far enough. There we go. Nope. Come on, game. Come on. Seriously. Why is it still digging it into the ground? That's not what I'm doing. Hi. There we go. Can we please connect this to this path here? Apparently, that's not a thing that the game will allow me to do. Well, there we go. That's what I wanted. That's what I was looking for. So that the path that kind of sort of connects just nicely, just like that. And we will, of course, try to extend our path out this way. That way we can, actually bring this path, or I should say the queue over here, right over this path, and this can take us to a bunch of other rides. So let's just make sure that this goes out to here, and let's try not to touch that, because of course we want to keep that intact. Alright, so now for our beautiful long queue, we're going to go ahead and bring it right over this path. Can we do that? No. Is this a joke? Can we do it like this? Why can we not... Oh, hold on. Why can we not bring this over? How is that obstructed? Excuse me. Have you seen this path? We can't even bring it right over this. What kind of joke is this? Huh. That's different. I thought we could do that, but apparently not. Alright, so we're going to move, let's see, place the entrance. Let's try to move the entrance right over here and try to bring it over. Oh boy, this is going to be a little bit more tricky than I expected, because I honestly thought this would work. I thought we would be able to just float it right above everything else. Let's go ahead and start heading up to the sky, you guys. That way we might be able to bring this right across the way. Look at that. We can do it just like that. Weird. Very weird. I do want one that goes straight out, though. And now this is going to go down to the ground. We're going to have to make a very, very... Oh, boy. This is going to be a very long queue. I don't know if this queue is going to work out so well for us. But we now have the queue scenery. Let's go back a little bit, though. I do want this to go just like that. And then... Nope. Stay just like that, and now we can go down. What the heck? Sure, this is actually the weirdest queue I've ever built. I actually don't like it. I thought I would like it, but it's really not that cool. Let's try to go back here and make this a little bit shorter. Maybe that way it'll actually work and still look kind of cool, right? Let's try this, because this is definitely shorter. Let's see, bloop, bloop, and down. Down? Nah, not there. Now we can go down. There we go. Alright, so we're going to go down to there and flatten that up and turn this over here and flatten that down. And now can we connect? It's rough, you guys. It's a rough life. Okay, well, we apparently do not want to connect all the way over here. Or we could do something completely different and maybe make this path go... I could probably just bring it around the ride, right? Alright, fair enough. I know. Who wants to waste their time on pathling, downing? I don't know. It's been a long day again. I don't know why I play this game after long days. I guess it kind of relaxes me in some ways. So that's a thing. So let's see. We want to, of course, bring this right by the... I think it's Chief Beef, right? There we go. And we want to end the queue right there. 69%. We can definitely do a much better job, and we will eventually, but of course we have to leave this as is for now. The queue looks too intense for you. We're going to lower down the price to $18 just so we can make it a little bit more alluring for our guests, naturally, and hopefully that's going to work well for us. And also, I just realized we can take a path through here and through the back, so I didn't really need that one there. Okay, so to make this a little bit more beautiful, we will go ahead and add a little bit of scenery because we need to just lighten this place up. Actually, let me go ahead and grab these guys right here. This is what I want because they're black and they just look super fine with this. They look super, super good. So let's see. We want to make sure that it's not a line surface. Good. Why is that actually at an angle? That's a little bit wonky. That's not exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for maybe one of these here. I think that one might be a little bit straighter, right? That's definitely straighter. Proper. All right, so let's go ahead and drop that right there. One. Uh-oh. I keep forgetting that I have to do that because we don't exactly have these brought up in build mode exactly. So we have to just copy and paste them all along the way. But that's okay because now we're going to have a nice, beautiful, and bright path. And it's going to be a little bit more decorative, which is always what we want. So I can't exactly align all of these, so that's going to be a little bit messed up, but that's okay with me. Let's see, align this one here, and I suppose I can probably just put one somewhere over there. Sure. And of course, bring them all along the way here. Some of them will be floating, like, I'm not okay with the floating one. Go away, floating one. There we go. Ooh, ew, that's not what I wanted. That is really not what I wanted. What the heck just happened? All right, let's lower this one down to right there. And duplicate it so that way it'll be the same height. Good. Okay, that one looks like it's floating. That is a big problem, but we'll fix that later on because that's not my biggest concern right now. My biggest concern is making this ride look as nice as it was when it was in the other part of the park, because clearly, who's going to want to ride it now that it's, an old ride and it's also not as nicely decorated, right? Am I right here? So there we go. We have to make it look super beautiful. And just a few more lights and we should be good to go. I also really, really like how this park started off with these lights because these ones definitely look like they fit this kind of path. So I really enjoy that. All right, there we go. We are done, although we have some floating lights. How are we looking right now? 86%, that's not really ideal, but it's better than nothing. So we're going to go for that. And can we actually put some bins and benches here? Or is this still a big problem? That is still a problem because, of course, we're still on a big hill, so we're not going to get anything like this here unless maybe we try putting it in the path. No, not even then? Okay, fine. You know what? I'll let it go. It's okay just like that. We can work with it. All right, so let's try to... our mechanic quit. This isn't good. We're going to have to hire another mechanic. Let's see. We're going to need to hire... Oh, boy. I guess we weren't really taking care of our mechanics, were we? We weren't really taking care of our staff overall, I should say. Look at that. Look at how angry they all are. I suppose we can hand out a little bit of training here and there for all the super angry people, especially you, Mario. There we go. And, oh, you're already angry with it? Oh, my gosh. Fine. $200. Is that better for you? Jeez. Path was no longer new. That's okay. And it seems like this guy wants some training already. I don't think so. I really don't think so. I know your coworker just quit. Oh. Are you really going to start off that low? Mechanics, they're the world's divas apparently. Oh boy. They don't have enough money to ride the cube. Congratulations, there's an ATM nearby. As for everybody else, I think they should be okay to ride this. If they start complaining about the price, well, guess what? We are going to have to definitely do some... Why is that nausea so high? But yeah, we're going to have to do some more decoration if they start complaining about the price, because obviously this isn't as beautiful as it was before. But I don't think too many people are noticing that, especially since this is in a much better location, at least in my opinion. So the next thing that I do want to do is I want to extend our path out. That way we can start adding some more rides into this area and actually reforming this area into what it is that I wanted. And do you guys know what it is that I wanted? This is going to be our scenery lane, I guess we should call it. So it's going to have some shops and some facilities and whatnot, but it's also going to have our fireworks and the bigger parts of our scenery, and maybe a ride or two, just so that we can make sure that, people visit that for a reason, just to not walk around, basically. Because I know sometimes the guests in this game aren't just going to walk around for whatever reason. Malformed path part, wonderful, gotta love it. All right, so can I actually put this here or not? I can. Good. Whew, I was a little bit worried there. All right, there we go. So we have our path coming in through the back here, and we can, of course, just drop it right along here. So we now have, well, another place to maybe put some rides, because this is obviously going to allow for the queue scenery to be passed along. So that's going to be really, really nice for us once we do start moving things around. Next thing I want to do is actually move this so that it works properly, maybe towards the corner right here. There we go. And I think a proper thing to have over here is going to be maybe a security camera, because this is, right at the top of the hill, and maybe people are going to be seeing things that they didn't want to see, like people robbing each other, right? So let's try that there, and hopefully that's going to take care of any problems that we have. So let's see, how are we looking right now in terms of park value? Of course, we did make enough money to get that done. However, we decided to pay off the loan instead, so that's why we weren't able to actually achieve a park value of $60,000. But we'll definitely be able to do that in the next episode, because that is it for this episode of Planet Coaster Career Mode. If you enjoyed, hit that like button to show your support, and do subscribe if you already haven't. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and have an awesome night.